Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 10 of Shazam 1973 comic book. Now, as you know, DC managed to acquire the rights back then to Captain Marvel and some of the other characters from like Fawcett Comics. And keep in mind, Captain Marvel, or as he's now known as Shazam, has the powers of 6 legendary figures. And let's get on the story. So the story I'm mainly going to be reviewing is the prize catch of the year. And the story starts off with, the underworld gangster Minerva saying, "My first 5 husbands all died young, and then I met Captain Marvel." And she comes up with an idea for a prize. And gets mainly 2 of her henchmen, which are known as Oski as well as Pretty Pete, and points about defeating Captain Marvel. And we kind of see how Oski says, "Nobody can handle that guy, he's tough." "Well, so am I, Oski." And we see how, Minerva mainly pummels Oski and mainly gets Pretty Pete and Oski to get to work. And we do see how Oski manages to manipulate Billy Batson into helping him fix his TV set and says, "Here's your trouble, sir. It isn't plugged in." "Gee, you sure are smart, Billy. But nobody's smart enough, I got ya." And we kind of see how, due to his poor tying, he mainly leaves Billy Batson able to say Shazam and becomes Captain Marvel. And we see how, Oski even points out that he was once a pro wrestler but got kicked out of the sort of racket and shows off his deadly moves to little to no avail. And we see how, unlike Oski, Pretty Pete actually figures things out and understands one of the legendary figures was Achilles. And keep in mind that, if you've ever heard the saying, Achilles' heel, he figures out that this might also be one of Captain Marvel's weaknesses. And as soon as he basically brings Oski in, he pretty much points out that he won't tell anything. But of course, Captain Marvel trying to figure out what's going on. And we see how, Pretty Pete throws a grand grenade and thinks he basically killed Captain Marvel. And we see how he shows it off to Aunt Minerva. And we see how, he manages to kind of fool them into thinking he was dead. And we kind of see how later back at the prison, we see how Aunt Minerva points out the sort of prize was her hand in marriage. And of course, they get saved from a fate worse than death. And Captain Marvel even saying, "If you knew what they escaped, you'd understand, officer." And this is the story. I think this one is more basic, but it's at least using a lesser known Captain Marvel character and doing something with her. As Aunt Minerva's meant to be this cunning, love-struck old lady, and her character was used in Batman the Brave and the Bold. And I think there's a lot you could do with her character in a future Shazam storyline if done right. So I think this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.